Previously on Soap and Bubbles.
It was the moon goddess herself. You killed me, Heather Flowers.
Heather Flowers, you are under arrest for the murder of Tracy Love. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
I heard you were conjuring ghosts tonight. Well, conjure this, sunshine.
You're not going to tell me you believe in ghosts, are you?
No, but I am telling you that we all saw Tracy Love floating there screaming and yelling at Summer and then at Heather.
And this apparition said that Heather killed her. The moon goddess herself. Yeah, I'm not sure I buy it. Heather and Diego were looking for Summer before they took you, Amy, and Summer to General Hospital. Wasn't that around the same time frame that they say Tracy died?
I guess so. But hey, at least Mac's off the hook.
For murder, maybe. Not for dealing in possession.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen to him now?
You'll have to ask your future father-in-law. Now's your chance.
Beer and eggs for breakfast. Are you sure you're not Irish?
Only when I'm here at Orion's Pub. Thanks, Benny. I gotta go and take over babysitting duty. I'll see you later. And hey, if it snows again, you call me and I'll be here. No more shoveling for you.
He's a fine young man, isn't he?
Yep. One of the good ones. Have a seat. I heard Mac's been cleared for murder. What happens next?
The prosecutor's going to bring charges against Mac for possession and dealing. And that could take a few weeks. And he'll be assigned a court date while they build a case. That could take a few months. He'll need to be transferred to Statesville until the trial begins.
Will he be able to make a deal? If he names names, can he get a plea bargain?
That depends on the lawyer. You know how this works. It hasn't changed that much.
I blocked it all out since I retired.
Well, now your old partner's here to help. I'm working every angle I can, BB. And I learned from the best.
I knew you were trouble the day I heard your name. A rookie named Orion, they said. You were still wet behind the ears when they put you with me. Didn't know your ass from a hole in the ground.
Good thing I had you to teach me.
Took me 3 years, but I finally turned you into a good cop. Then you went and covered up a murder, and then you died. And here we are 30 years later. I'm running your bar, and you're the goddamn police commissioner. How the hell did that happen?
Must be the luck of the Irish.
Did the World Security Agency set you up with a new job as part of your severance? Or are they forcing you to do this?
Not this time. The WSA is finally done with me. I got this job on my own, with a little help from my cousin Finn. He's still got some pull in town. Do you ever miss being a cop? Does Detective Benjamin Baldwin miss the good old days?
Nope. I actually like running this place. I like the people, and I still like Mallory. What about you? Do you still like Mallory?
We were together when I came back last summer for about a minute, but I knew it wouldn't work again this time. I spent as much time with Danny as I could until I had to leave, and I promised him I'd be back. And here I am. I'm not back for Mallory. I'm back for Amy and Danny. I want to get to know my kids.
Hey, what are you two guys doing?
I'm taking Archie on a walk to the park. Where's Star?
She is with Mark, keeping him company while he works on the apartment.
And Dada?
No, not yet.
Why can't you be nice to him, Amy? Come on, Archie, let's go.
They were watching me. They knew I covered up a murder, so they gave me a choice. I could either spend the rest of my life in prison and humiliate my wife and my parents, or I could die and go to work for the WSA as a secret agent. They arranged to have my plane go down, my body burned. And this way, Mallory and Amy, they got to keep the house and this place and the money I left them. They basically blackmailed me the second time I disappeared too.
Do you plan on dying again?
Amy, no, I promise I'm not going to die again. Well, at least not for a few more years, God willing.
Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock.
What's that?
You can come over to our place and meet your granddaughter. Tomorrow at 6. Benny will give you the address. Hi, Ma.
Oh my, is that the young lady who just birthed a baby? You look incredible. I have always loved that coat.
Thanks. It feels good to get dressed and wear makeup again. I took Star to see Dr. Jenkins. He said she's doing great and she's already gaining weight.
Of course she is. You came a month early too, and look how healthy you turned out to be.
The police commissioner is downstairs talking to Benny. He is coming over tomorrow night to meet Star.
Oh, that should be interesting. Do you plan to invite him to the wedding as well?
Maybe. We'll see. Mark and I do plan on starting the guest list. So can you give me the names of the relatives that we should invite? And remember, we want it to be very small.
I will do that.
Great.
So, has Mark's mother resurfaced yet?
He called Iris the other night to tell her about Star.
And how is Iris Donovan doing these days? God, of all the young men on this planet for you to fall in love with, you had to choose Iris Donovan's son. She was the bane of my existence back in the day.
Why? Because she went after Dad all those years ago?
No, because she was a fake, plastic, stuck-up little rich bitch. That's why.
Oh, don't hold back now.
You should talk to your father and forgive him.
Why? He left us twice. And he faked his own death twice.
He didn't fake his own death. The WSA did that. And I did things too, Amy. Things that hurt your father and eventually drove him from us. I ruined our marriage, and I'll never forgive myself for it.
Ma, it sounds like you still love him.
I have always loved your father, and I probably always will. But love wasn't enough, at least not for me. Amy, I had everything I ever wanted. Every little detail I had planned for my life, I had. I had an agent, 2 off-Broadway shows under my belt, and I understudied Yvonne Adair in Lend an Ear. I had a man who worshipped me and would give me anything and everything I asked for, including our own bar that I could sing at every weekend. Your father was handsome and sweet and strong. Everything you love about Mark, I loved about Daniel. We laughed at everyone and everything, including ourselves. Life was perfect. And once I realized how perfect everything was, all I could think of was, now what? What do I do now that I have everything I ever wanted? I couldn't handle happiness. I needed drama. So I sabotaged my own life.
How? What did you do?
I cheated on your father before we were even married. I slept with another man. And your father knew, but he loved me so much that he forgave me. And then we were married, and then you came along, and then everything went back to perfect for a few years, until I forced him to cover up George's murder to protect Mama Yo.
How could you force him to do something he doesn't want to do?
I threatened to leave him if he didn't let Yolanda go, and take you with me. That's why you have to forgive your father. He did what I asked because he loved you. He wasn't to blame for any of this. I destroyed our marriage and your father. It was all my fault.
On the next Soap and Bubbles.
Who are you talking to, Summer? The coffee table? You better get your ass back in therapy, and quick.
Ma! Something happened to Archie. He's not moving.
Out of everyone and everything I've ever lost, this one hurts the hardest.
Soap and Bubbles is a BobCon production.